Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm filming a very exciting testing new makeup. This is episode number 6. So if you guys are interested in seeing some new makeup, hearing my first impression thoughts, then just keep watching. If you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is KARENHARRIS. I like to film tan girl friendly makeup videos here on YouTube. I post about 3 to 4 times a week, sometimes more, sometimes a little less. So if you want to keep up with me, highly recommend subscribing, turning on that bell so you're notified every time I post. And without further blabbering, let's get into it. Okay, so I had way too much fun this week picking up new makeup releases. I hit up the drugstore, grabbed a few things. I have a new palette to play with, so let's go ahead and see what I'm going to put on my face today. So first and foremost, I'm so excited because Cosmic Brushes sent over their new Muse palette. I will go ahead and put in close-ups for you guys, but this is what the palette looks like. As you can see, it's a very grungy, purpley, delicious palette. I can't wait to play with this because I love the brand so much. And they also sent over very kindly their Royal Rose palette. I think this is their first palette. I never owned this one. So the completionist in me definitely wanted to have this. And you guys told me in the comments, I can't remember what video, but you guys told me that this one is just as good as the Serenity palette. So I definitely wanted to get my hands on it. And listen, this palette, the Muse palette and the Royal Rose palette have been sitting in Minneapolis for days. And all of a sudden it just showed up magically. So I'm like, this is a sign from God, the makeup gods, that I need to film this video and get this up. So I got that to try out. I have the new Charlotte Tilbury blushes. I showed these on Instagram, but I can't remember. I think I used one of the shades in a video, but I haven't really shown these on camera, so I have those to play with today. I also got my hands on the new KVD foundation. I'm so excited. This is the Good Apple Full Coverage Serum Foundation, and I got it in the shade 060 Tan. So I'm really excited to try that because so many people have been really enjoying that. So we'll see if I enjoy it just as much. I know I just showed you guys the Charlotte Tilbury blushes, but I think I want to use these ones today actually. These are the Tarte blush tapes. I got 2 of the shades Berry and Peach. So really excited about a shimmery blush. I also grabbed from Physicians Formula this Butter Glow liquid bronzer. I'm not really sure if this is gonna show up on my skin, but I heard the Drunk Elephant bronzing drops went viral on TikTok or something. And honestly, I was really curious about this product because I really like the butter powder bronzer. So I wanted to see if this was a legit liquid bronzer or not. Yeah, this might just be a little bit darker than my skin tone. Barely, but maybe we can try it. Maybe it'll layer up really nice. I don't know, but I'm excited to play with that. I have a bunch of other new stuff too, but I'm probably gonna have to split these up and just test out a few things today. But yeah, that's the lineup. So let's go ahead and get into it because I am ready. Okay, so this is what the packaging of the Good Apple foundation looks like. I feel like it looks really light in the bottle, but I don't know. I feel like it's gonna work. Let's see. Now, it's described as a serum foundation, but that it's also full coverage. I think this is gonna oxidize because it looks light, but the next shade looks so much darker, and they didn't actually have it because I bought this in store when I was at Ulta, and they didn't have the next shade for me to look at in store, so I just went with this one. But the original shade I had picked out, I know I was talking to one of my friends and she said that it was extremely light, so then I went back and rethought the shade, but I think it's gonna work. I feel like it works. We'll see. I'll wear it around, but this is my face with no foundation. This is half my face with foundation. I think it really covered up my imperfections. I do have this little guy. I didn't pick at it, but I did pop it. And so I think it's gonna just be discolored there for a while, but that's okay. So let's go ahead and cover up the rest of my face. So far it feels really lightweight. Look at how light it applies, but I feel like it adjusts. Don't you guys feel like? Because, very interesting. I do like that it's not like overly warm on me, because sometimes I have a hard time with foundations. They'll be like kind of warm on me and a little bit too orange. It's going on pretty nice. And I've been telling you guys I'm really into like a matte foundation right now, so that's perfect for me. And let's see what else it says on here. It says it's a lightweight all-day wear. There is a leaf extract in here to help mattify. Yeah, that all sounds really, really good. I really like the new packaging too. It's very, very pretty. And I have been wearing my Good Apple, the one in the compact, and that's a really nice foundation too. So yeah, I'm happy that there's another version now for oily skin people, because that one's definitely more glowy. I don't have a new concealer to try, so I'm just gonna use this one from Essence. Okay, so I'm gonna try this liquid bronzer from Physicians Formula. I'm just gonna put a little bit on my hand. Oh gosh, I definitely just squeezed way too much out. I know some people have been mixing this into their foundation. I definitely just wanted to see if I could use it to warm up my face. I mean, I think it is, but I think that Physicians Formula might need to make another shade or two in this product for us tan girls. But you know, I just love the scent of the butter bronzer, so not gonna lie, I kind of bought it like living on a prayer, because I really was hoping I could make it work, but it's pretty light. It's pretty much my skin tone, just like a tish darker, but it's there. We tried it. Now we know that it's not a good shade match, but if you're lighter than me, you might really like it. Or you could try and use it as a dupe for those bronzer drops from Drunk Elephant. Okay, so let's go ahead and try the Tarte blushes. I was gonna try the ones from Charlotte Tilbury. I have tried those ones, but these ones are brand spanking new. They just arrived from QVC, which is where I saw them available. I haven't seen if these have come in stock anywhere else, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys the two shades I bought. Oh, that's so pretty. So this is the shade called, I already lost it, Berry and Peach. Those are the two shades. So this is Berry. It's like a pretty mauve-y color. And then Peach. I think Berry is the one that's gonna work with this palette, but there they are. Peach is more like a nudie, peachy color. Love that for me. Okay, so I'm gonna take the Berry shade and just kind of put some of that on. It's so pretty. And then I'm just gonna use the Sigma brush. QVC did have a deal where you got 2 brushes, or you got a free brush with each of your blushes. And I like Tarte blush brushes, but I really like the Sigma brush. It's the Airbrush Kabuki. Oof, that's pretty. It's kind of light, but that's okay because I can always build it up some more later. Listen, there's so many blush launches right now. I'm like trying to hold on to my money. You guys are going to be shook, but I haven't bought any of the Danessa Myricks blushes yet, or the Kulfi ones. Like, I really want to, but I'm also trying not to because I I don't know, I'm like, I don't want to spend money. Like, I'm trying really hard to keep all the money in my bank account instead of like releasing it out into the world. I don't have a new highlighter to try, but that's all right. I can find something later. So I'm gonna go ahead and put on some eyebrows, put on some eyeshadow primer, and then we're gonna dive into the new Muse palette. Okay, you guys, so now is the most exciting part for me. It's trying out the Muse eyeshadow palette. I'm gonna start off with this shade right here, Water Lily, and we're gonna put that on the inner portion of my crease. And I'm just so excited because I have very, very high expectations for this palette, and I'm using the Sigma E25, which is in my Sigma Favorites set. And I'm just putting this down as the first shade and kind of messily applying it in my crease. Okay, really like how that's looking. Okay, the next shade I want to try is this one called Filigree. It's like a really pretty khaki, kind of like, yeah, it's a khaki green, a swamp green. I don't know. Call it what you like. A grungy green. And we're just putting that all over the outer crease and blending it into the Water Lily shade. Okay, so I really like how the shade Filigree wore on the outer crease. Now I want to try another green shade on the outer corner. We're going to go in with Pine right here. It's more of like a evergreen shade, and I just want to see if it'll darken up the outer corner just a little bit more. Oh, I just love how all these mattes are blending together. It just looks so great, exactly what I wanted. And now I'm like tempted to deepen it up even more, but I'm gonna stop myself before I get carried away. And now we want to pick a lid shade, so I've got lots of great options. I think I'm gonna use this one called Antique right here. It's like a purple duochrome with like a bit of green shimmer in it. So I think it'll pair really nicely with these colors instead of just going with a shade like Patina or Inspire. Those are like obviously green metallics, but I like to throw something a little different. So let's go ahead and try the shade Antique on the lid. So I'm just gonna grab a flat brush and I'm gonna pick it up on this brush. It feels very like emollient, the shadow. So I'm assuming that if I spray it, it's gonna foil on my lids really pretty. Oh yeah, that shade is doing exactly what I thought, which is pulling like a bunch of beautiful green sparkle onto my lids. I love soft shadows like this that just glide on so effortlessly. Okay, and then just to try, let's put a little bit of patina on the outer corner. Just to try it. Because it's like a pretty dark green. Add a little sparkle. Blend, blend, blend. I love it so, so much. Okay, so now I need to put something in the waterline so we can finish up the lower lash line. So let me go ahead and throw on some eyeliner and I'll be right back. Okay, so I had to go grab Freya. So if you hear Coco Melon, she's just chilling in her pack and play while I finish up this look. So I did decide, since I hadn't tried these Adept eyeliners yet, I just threw a bit on the top lid. This is the shade Sector 001, so it's a green gold multichrome. If you guys noticed that, I just wanted to mention in case you're like, what is on your eyes? And now we're gonna do the lower lash line. I'm really tempted to try out the purples, but I think I'm gonna keep this look a little bit monochromatic and go in with the greens. So I'm grabbing on a Sigma E32, the shade Pine, and we're just gonna tuck that on the lower lash line. It's a really pretty evergreen shade, and I'm just gonna put that right here just so the lower lash line can tie in with the outer corner. Okay, I really like how that green's looking. Now I'm gonna grab the shade Water Lily, which is that light green that I started off with, And we're just gonna run that on the inner half of the lower lash line. I think I'm gonna have to add a little bit of filigree because Water Lily is so close to my, like, not that it's close to my skin tone, but needs a little bit more to really pop on my lower lash line. So really like that. And then for the inner corner, I have to use the shade Luster. It's just been sitting there calling my name this whole time. So I'm picking that up on a E21, a smudge brush from Sigma, giving it a little spray. And so pretty. It's like a purpley iridescent shade. Oh, I love putting those in the inner corner. Is that ever gonna get old? Like putting a fun iridescent shade in the inner corner? You guys have to let me know. Do you wear an inner corner shade, or are you guys like not inner corner shade people? Because I swear I didn't used to do it, but ever since people started doing it in the beauty community, I did too, and I feel like it just gives that extra little bing to any makeup look, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's the eye look. I need to go ahead and powder my face a little bit because I want to set that concealer. The KVD foundation has dried down, but I think I'm going to set it a little bit under the eyes, and then I'm going to throw on a highlighter, mascara, do something with this hair, and I will be right back to talk about all the makeup I tried today. Okay friends, so here is the finished look. What do you guys think? Let me tell you what else is on my face really quick before we get into talking about some of the new makeup I tried today. So for lip combo, I love this. This is like such a great go-to shade for me. I'm wearing the Melt Lip Liner in the shade Cinnamon. And then for the lip, I'm wearing the Honey Glow shade from Makeup by Mario. These are so nice. If you haven't tried them yet, highly recommend checking them out. This is the reason I haven't tried like 90% of all the glowy, like plumping lip balms that have launched. I know there's one from Lawless that I was eyeing, and I pretty much talked myself out of buying it because I love this shade. I don't wear it enough, so I decided to use this as my lip combo. I just love how glossy it is. And then the only other thing I put on, I think that you guys didn't see me apply in this video, is my highlighter, which I decided to use the Blend Bunny Noctilucent highlighter palette. And I went in with the shade Enlighten, which has like a green shift to it. So it's like a green gold highlighter. There are some like sparkly bits in this highlighter palette, but you guys know me on YouTube. I love to wear t-shirts, over the top earrings, and super sparkly eyeshadow. That's my vibe over here. So yeah, this is how the look turned out, and I really like it so far. So let's go ahead and talk about all the products I tested out today. I will say that this is fun. I think this is going to be really fun for me, especially if I have any foundations that are a little too light. I think this might bring some color back or help me adjust the shade. I will definitely keep you guys posted, but I think this is a really pretty liquid bronzer. If you're lighter than me, I think you should pick this up. I also know they have a highlighter version. I think I saw it in store today, but I didn't end up buying it. I just bought the bronzer because I was so curious. It definitely does have a fragrance to it, so if you are sensitive to fragrance, just know that it doesn't linger on. It's definitely strong for a little bit, but it goes away. So if you can handle that, I like that liquid bronzer. I hope we see more liquid bronzers at the drugstore. I think that's so fun to see cream products kind of coming out there. And then I really like the blush from Tarte. I can't wait to play with this some more. So I have on the shade Berry, like I said, and it just gives me such a pretty glow. I honestly didn't need to wear highlighter today. I just felt like I needed it. But yeah, this is such a pretty glow, and it's a little bit subtle, but I think I could probably build it up some more. But I wanted the main focus of the look to be the eyes, so I didn't go on with another layer. But I think this is going to be a staple product for me in 2023, and I'm so excited to keep playing with it. As far as the KVD Good Apple foundation, I'm so pumped that I was able to try this out today. I think this is such a good shade match for me. I did go upstairs and look at my skin in natural light, and I thought it worked out really well. I think this packaging is beautiful. I will keep you guys updated in the description box if, you know, things go awry at the 10th, 11th hour. I will let you know. I'll probably wear this makeup look until I go to bed today, but yeah, overall I'm very satisfied with this foundation. I like the glass bottle. I think they put a lot of good work into this, so you guys will have to let me know if you've been curious about this. Did you have a hard time shade matching yourself, or were you able to find your shade pretty easily? I am very, very curious to know. Personally, I can't wait to keep wearing this and see how it goes, but I'm so into a matte foundation right now, so this came at the perfect time. I know some people are very into glowy foundation, and I was definitely there, but for some reason in the winter time I just like to wear a matte foundation and then add a glow on the cheeks, so this is working out for me perfectly. And then last but certainly not least is the Muse palette. I'm so excited to have this with me. I'm definitely gonna do more looks with this palette. This palette was supposed to be here on Monday, so I'm a little bit behind on creating looks, but I wanted to get something up for you guys with the launch happening today. So in case I didn't mention, this is launching today. I believe it's launching at 11 a.m. Central Time, so hopefully this video will go up before the palette launches. Cosmic Brushes did send me this palette, so thank you so much to them. I do have an affiliate code as well. If you want to save a little bit extra on the palette, you can use the code KHMAKEUP on their website. I feel like their palettes are already very affordable, but if you want to use a code and save a little bit extra, definitely go ahead and do that. One of you had asked me to swatch these two palettes next to each other, but honestly, I'm not going to do that because I don't have a ton of time right now. Personally, I think the Serenity palette is definitely more of a poppy palette, whereas this one's definitely like the grungier older sister. I definitely say that if this palette, the Serenity palette, is in stock and you guys are placing an order, do yourself a favor and grab both because this palette is gorgeous. I'll also try and remember to link my Serenity palette video down below. I believe I did 3 looks with that palette from when it launched, so highly recommend checking out the videos, making up your mind, but I would say get both if you don't have the Serenity palette because it's so good and it always sells out. I think Cosmic Brushes also just redid their website, so I think it's going to be way easier for you guys to shop on there, which I'm so excited about. I really like the palette. The mattes work really nicely. The metallics are gorgeous. I think that it's a very fun color story. Even if you are a little bit afraid to play with color, I feel like there are some very fun muted tones to kind of get you going. And if you love green shadows like me, you're obviously going to be well taken care of. And you guys know I can't wait to play with these purples. Oh my goodness, they just look absolutely stunning. So yeah, I think they did such a good job with this palette. So yeah, that's kind of all of my thoughts on the Muse palette by Cosmic Brushes. So that is it for testing new makeup episode number 6. I hope you guys enjoyed. I do have a 2023 testing new makeup playlist on my channel. I will link it up in the cards for you guys if you guys are curious at all about all the new makeup that I test on my channel. Highly recommend that playlist. Thank you guys so much for watching my video today. I hope you guys are having a fabulous Friday, and I will see you in another video very soon. Bye for now.